Every single online coaching guru will tell you the only way that you can build a successful business is just work harder until you can't possibly work any harder, and then you'll have enough money and then just to die. Well, that's crap. And today I'm going to show you how you can save at least 3 hours a day in your coaching business if you are currently working flat out. Before I get into it, if you're not already currently working your ass off and you're in the beginner stages, this video is not for you. You need to do the reps in order to get busy, in order to implement these systems. If you try and do it beforehand, it's going to be like you trying to build a website before you even have any clients. It's just going to be a waste of your time. But if you are booked out, drowning, 100 clients, whatever, this is for you. Systems are a buzzword. Automation is a buzzword. All these platforms, NNN, Zapier, Make, Go High Level, they're all tools in order to achieve a systemized way of running your business. It is to create efficiencies and to save time. But I want you to forget all of that for a second. What I need you to do is make a list of every single thing you do throughout the day. Every work item, no matter how small, needs to be cataloged. If you can't do this, then you're just going to stay where you are now. You're going to burn out, you're going to lose clients, you'll sell more, you'll burn out, lose clients, sell more, etc. That's going to be the cycle that you're going to be stuck in forever. But if you can catalog every single thing that you do, then come back and watch the rest of this, we're on. Once you've done this, I want you to be like a high school football coach. I want you to start culling the weak ones. Now, the weak ones are things that are not high leverage. So in your sports team, you want the strongest people, the ones that are going to bring you the biggest ROI, the highest ROI. The weak ones are gone. We're going to do something with them in a second. But high leverage are things that make you money. So making content, doing new ads, selling people, writing email copy, writing ad copy, speaking to referrals, building a better website for your testimonials and that kind of thing to improve your VSL. Those kind of things, high leverage. Low leverage are honestly a lot of coaching things. Writing new training programs, writing bespoke training programs, writing check-ins, sending voice notes to clients during the week, replying to basic questions, trying to get people to stick on their meal plan by saying, hey, you're doing a great job. All of those are low leverage. We're not going to get rid of them entirely, but I just need you to classify 2 of them. And what you're going to do at the very end, you're going to have 2 piles. You're going to have high leverage, and you're going to have low leverage. When you have your low leverage pile, you're going to do one of 3 things. You're either going to delegate it, so you're going to hire someone to do it for you. You're going to automate it, so you're going to automate that process so you no longer have to do it, or you're going to get rid of it entirely. Now, I'm going to give you a couple of examples of each so that you can follow along at home. If your task is, I remind people that we have a sales call today, then you're going to automate this. So that you're going to go into your calendar software, if it's Calendly, Go High Level, whatever it is, you're going to set up a very basic automation that will send that person an SMS and an email 24, 8, and 1 hour before your sales call, and it will replace you doing that. So if you wake up every morning and you say, I've got 3 sales calls today, I'm going to message all of these people today being like, hey, Jimmy, don't forget we've got our sales call today. You're no longer going to do that. The system's going to take care of it. And an example of a delegation task is I write meal plans for clients. First and foremost, writing meal plans is just a waste of time. You should be teaching them how to do calorie counting. But if you still do meal plans and you have 100 clients that you do meal plans for, this takes up a significant amount of time. So what you're going to do is you're going to go on fiverr.com and you're going to post a job advertisement for someone who can write your meal plans. And then what you're going to do is create a very simple SOP, which is how you create your meal plans for clients. So it might be you go onto Trainerize, you find out what their calories are for the week, and then you write a meal plan with their preferences. And you're going to have someone do that who is offshore. You can get someone for $5 to $10 an hour doing this. They'd probably be able to crank out, 10 meal plans an hour if you give them a good SOP, so they can get your 100 meal plans done across the week easily. That alone will save you a majority of your time, especially if you're doing meal plans. And then culling things entirely. So your list might have a few things that you feel like you must do, whether it is send a voice note to a client on a Tuesday and tell them they're doing such a great job. Now, that might be beneficial. It might be high leverage. It might help retention. But if you have these little things that aren't actually contributing value to the client, get rid of them. because they're not required. You can add them back in the future if people are still like looking for that kind of communication, or if it's something that people actually like, they will tell you. So then you can then find a system for that, consider it high leverage or delegate it to someone. But if there is auxiliary things that you are doing that don't directly contribute to revenue or the success of the client, get rid of them. You need to start looking at your days as if it was precious. There is only a finite amount of hours that we all have on the planet. Now, simply working harder and working more to build a business that is going to pay you in 10 years' time, I don't agree with. I think that you should build a business that facilitates the lifestyle you want to live and also gets people really good results. If you can systemize, delegate, and eliminate as much of your work as possible, you are going to be showing up better for yourself, showing up better for your clients, and you're not going to just work 10 hours, 12 hours, 14 hours a day, because we weren't built to do that. Unless you're trying to build the next Facebook or whatever, well, then good for you. But if you got into this because you didn't want to work just another desk job and you find yourself sitting at a desk all day, then you need to go through this process, and you need to go through it multiple times, because you will hit different levels in business where you find yourself doing dumb shit over and over again. You go through this process, you automate, you delegate, and you cull as frequently as you need to. I know some people who do it literally monthly or even weekly because they pick up dumb habits and dumb behaviors. If you need help doing this, I help businesses systemize and scale without selling their soul to do it. So you can inquire with me below. I'm going to put sales calls back on, or inquiry calls back on, now that I'm back from holiday, and I will speak to you guys soon.